Two more questions.
So Congressman Biggs came out and said that Maxwell's lawyer said that she had no indication that either President Trump or President Clinton were implicated in any wrongdoing. Wondering if you'd confirm that you heard that, but also how you evaluate that statement given some of the comments you're making about her clemency plea.
All right, buckle up, buttercups. We're diving into the murky waters of the Epstein files and congressional oversight. Today we've got Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who's not holding back, calling out what she sees as political games and distractions. Get ready for some serious truth bombs and maybe a few eye rolls from yours truly.
We'll take your question and then we'll answer and wrap up.
I just wanted to ask what you all make of Congressman Comer's back and forth with the Clintons on closed-door tape deposition versus public testimony, and if you're worried that this might derail what's going on right now and lead Republicans back to pursuing contempt.
Yeah, on the Clintons and Trump, she did say that she is happy to talk on the record to confirm that there was no wrongdoing on their part. I think that is part of her campaign, again, to get a pardon and get support from both parties. That's why she's mentioning Clinton, too, as well. But they were very explicit on saying she'd love to talk on the record to absolve the Clintons and Trump.
Hold on a minute. Absolve the Clintons and Trump? From Ghislaine Maxwell? That's like getting a character reference from a fox guarding the henhouse. It's clear Maxwell is playing 4D chess, hoping to curry favor and maybe, just maybe, get that sweet clemency. It's a classic move, but let's not pretend it's about truth. What a joke.
I'd say about the back and forth part of things, Secretary Clinton made it clear. If you want to do this, let's do this out front and in the open, right? And it seems like they don't want that to happen because what they want to do is they want to go behind closed doors and then come out with whatever spin that they want to put on it and have it be a he said, she said. I also do believe that this is yet another way of them trying to distract and hopefully trying to get Democrats to say, well, never mind, we don't want to talk about it if you're going to go after the Clintons. Again, for us, this is not about partisanship. This is right versus wrong. And frankly, we've not seen anything that would have made me believe that Secretary Clinton, of all people, should be coming in front of them in the first place. So this is about getting to the truth for us. And we understand that if there are names mentioned, that we should follow that evidence. But we do know that Comer is playing games. Because if he really wanted to get to the bottom, you would start with the person that actually has the information, which would be Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is the first person that should have came in front of our committee to answer questions about why it is that she violated our subpoena.
Yes, this is exactly the kind of clear-eyed thinking we need. If you're truly interested in getting to the bottom of the Epstein network, you follow the evidence, not just the names that fit your political narrative. Ignoring a subpoena violation from Pam Bondi, who was literally Florida's attorney general during a crucial period while hounding others? That's not an investigation. That's a fishing expedition with a very specific partisan target. It makes the whole process look like a bad reality TV show.
Instead, he's ignoring her violation. And then once we ended up with the Epstein Transparency Act, she has violated the law as it relates to that. And he still doesn't have anything to say. So I want people to be very clear-eyed. They are playing games right now. And again, this is all about shielding and distracting from the President of the United States, who is absolutely mentioned in those files. And frankly, we know that he had already been sued prior to him ever entering office, where there were allegations that he sexually molested a child.
And there it is, the inconvenient truth. While some are desperate to drag the Clintons through the mud, let's not forget the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the former president in the files. It's easy to point fingers at your political opponents, but if we're serious about accountability, that microscope needs to be applied to everyone, regardless of their party affiliation or how many towers they've built. Justice isn't a buffet where you pick and choose who gets investigated.
This is on the record. Now, granted, the case didn't go through and whatever, but we know that the allegations were there way before he even took office the first time.
And I'll just wrap this very briefly and just say this. The Clintons are cooperating. There are no grounds whatsoever at this point for any kind of contempt motion. Their deposition is scheduled, as far as anyone knows, it will occur. I just want to say this. The fact that Andy Biggs walked out of that room and delivered the message that Ghislaine Maxwell wanted was exactly what she wanted to send to Donald Trump. Clearly, he was acting as her messenger. because we were told explicitly to not repeat things that were said in that room. It's very clear she's campaigning for clemency, and it's very clear that Mr. Biggs delivered the message to Donald Trump.
And there you have it, folks. A perfect example of how some politicians prioritize political grandstanding over actual accountability. Don't let them distract you from what really matters. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think they're really trying to hide.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.